Hello, my beautiful signs and souls of the zodiac. Brenda Tarot readings here, and welcome to my channel here on YouTube or Spotify if you are listening to the audio version only. The links to my website for personal readings or Reiki healing sessions and or my Spotify is below each and every one of these videos. If you like what you see, please click the like button on the bell, click that bell and make it ring, and subscribe. Not too many things in life now are free, but this one is. I promise to give you the best I can give you and continue with the work that I do that I love so much. So let's see what the universe and spirit has for you at this time. Hello and welcome, my beautiful Libras. Here is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of November the 21st to the 27th. Let's see what our all-over energy card here for you is today, and that is the Page of Cups. So there could be somebody coming into you today, into your circle. It could be in the form of a call, a letter, a text, something like that, where this person may be bringing you the energy of time, effort, support, attention, respect, appreciation, and maybe even some emotion on a romantic level. This individual and you may be taking a situation to the next level, and it might be a surprise to some of you that this is happening at all. This could be somebody you know that is around you that you never suspected would have these feelings of emotion towards you. This is a card that says, don't be afraid. This is the beginning of something that could be very beautiful. We know that pages are, youthful, immature, young, learning the aspects of life and trying to traverse through them as they stumble along. But I think you're going to be able to move forward here and receive this great message coming in today to enjoy this situation. Now, usually the Page of Cups is depicted in a photograph. The graphics are of him carrying a cup with a fish in it, which means this fish could jump out at any time at the first impulse of fright or fear. So this could be a short-term type of relationship that you're going to be having, but nonetheless, I think you're going to be enjoying it. Coming in next with your first energy card, you've got Smoke and Mirrors. So you know what? This is about you keeping your eyes open and being sure you're seeing all situations in complete clarity. This could involve you having to delve deep, do some research, and be sure you find out the secrets in the background. Also, you need to trust your inner voice that reminds you that you truly will find what you seek and even more, even if the outer conditions appear to challenge that. It's all smoke and mirrors in our world. Things are not exactly as they seem, but you could be seeing something, feeling this intuitive energy this week. So I would, if you're listening to that little inner voice of wisdom, then pay heed, pay attention to what that message is coming in, whether it's to do this or not to do something. Okay. Coming in next, you got the card of transformation. So definitely things are about to level up and change in some particular way. It's time for change, maybe even reinvention or a rebirth into a new way of how you look at things or you do things or you're seeing something, whether it's in your personal life or whether it's in your career life. If you've been plodding along, then maybe you need to take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change, okay? Don't be afraid to look into something new, even if it's something that you've never done before or thought could happen. This is something that you need to realize. It means, becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often, uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. But it's a great card. It's a lucky card. And when you get this card, it means that a wish may be about to come true. So I like that. Your next card you've got is listening. So it's imperative this week that you're not just going out there tooting your own horn or not listening to other people's messages. So, it's time to speak and there's a time to be silent, right? But open your heart to hear a message coming in. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what's being spoken, but also what is not being said. Okay, silence, speaks volumes, right? Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. When you get this card, it's a fortunate sign, and it ensures a great understanding of your circumstances. So listen this week. to messages that are coming in. Pay attention. Maybe it has to do with this energy of this page. Okay, coming in your first row here, which could possibly be the beginning of the week, of this week, you've got the Strength and you've got the Eight of Cups. So you're definitely pulling away from something, going in a new direction. Some of you may have decided that you want to be, want something to be over, and you've completed something. But I think that you've had to deal with a situation that you really felt like you had to walk through the fire, but you've come out the other side now and you're unscathed basically, but you've learned from those lessons, from those experiences of the past, and you're going in this beautiful new direction. The sun's going to shine. You're not going to turn around and go back. You're not there yet. This is a card of balance. You need to get your ducks in a row, cross your T's, dot your I's, do the preparatory work, where you're going, what it is you want to see, what are your plans for the future forecast. So be sure you're making out that list of things and ticking it off, but you're definitely not going back to a situation. It's over, and you're going in a better one. The Strength card comes in and says, for some of you, you may have to demonstrate some resistance and some resilience, and that means being a good listener. Remember, we had this listening card here in the beginning. I think you may be, if you're involved in any kind of opposing energy or creative discussions, or even maybe some anger or some arguments this week, you're going to be brave and you're going to be a good listener. This is a card that says you're going to win a situation over by being kind, understanding, compassionate, and maybe even forgiving. Stepping back. Breathe in, breathe out. Listen to the other side of the story before you jump into the heat of the moment with the roar of the lion, react, and then regret later. Because I keep telling you with this card especially, words cannot be taken back. They can't be taken back. Once we shout them out to the universe, no matter what manner they are, they can't be taken back. So I think you're realizing you've come through a situation here, and you are going to demonstrate some great strength because you are very strong. For those of you who are going and removing yourself from a situation, it does take bravery. For others, I think you want to listen to a side of a story and be kind and understanding and part ways, walking away from that situation in a more kind and understanding way. But if you're going through negotiations this week with someone and you're bantering back and forth and push-pull energy, try to do it in a more understanding manner. Try to look at the other side of the story as well as your own. Coming in next, you have the Queen of Wands with the Emperor, very, very focused. Her counterpart is the King of Wands, go big or go home. But she is very, very focused. And she has this ability to create her own future. She's learned the hard lessons in life, and now she's able to go out there and pursue her dreams and her goals. So whatever you've gone through here, you are definitely taking on, and if you take on this energy of this queen, you're going to be able to get through. I always say she's the queen that flips the bird at everyone who doubts her. She says, you know what, watch me. She conquers everything she goes after. She's very strong and resilient. And I think you're going to be showing the strength here this week to do something similar like this. You have the ability with the Emperor to be in control of your emotions, to be in charge of your life, to know the direction you want to go and be a leader. Maybe some of you have been asked to step up on the platform and to articulately convey information to others in the form of teaching something. Maybe some of you are opening your own business. Maybe you're becoming counselors. Maybe you're becoming life coaches. Maybe you are teachers, but you have this ability to be a leader. Some of you may be asked to step up, and maybe you're being promoted in a position of authority. For others, you may be opening your own business, but the Emperor sits here calm, cool, and collected because he's done the work. He knows what he needs to do, and he's very, very in control. I think you're stepping up here. You're creating something new here. You're moving forward in a brand new direction, and you have all the strength to do this. You have teaching abilities. Don't be afraid to step up and be your own boss. Now you have the Emperor coming in the center position again, and the Five of Swords. So again, this is a big card of structure. This is a big card of building up a foundation and being in charge of yourself out there, demonstrating that out into the universe. The Five of Swords says, you feel as though sometimes you're in a position where it's a no-win situation, or you feel as though you win the war, but you lose the battle. When we go into battle mode, and you've heard me say this 1,000 times, there's risks and there's consequences. But at the end of the day, you have to weigh those risks. Is it worth going into this situation that you might be charging into? Right. For others, if you've been doing something with a legal situation, I think this calls for mediation. This calls for laying the cards in a fair and equitable manner so that the fight is fair. Okay. It's never fair to, to go into battle mode if it's not, a fair leveling, a fair playing field here, leveling field. But I do think you're moving forward here. I think that, sometimes you win the battle here, but you think you had to sacrifice something. What did you have to give up? Yeah, you let them know the situation and where you stood, but at the end of the day, you decided, I'm leaving it anyway. I'm walking away from it. 10 of Wands, yeah, it's over. 5 of Wands, you felt as though you were pushed. You had to compete. You had to you had to prove yourself. You stood up for your integrity, and all of that here. And at the end of the day, the 10 of Wands says you pushed yourself really hard and you got through a situation. Okay, maybe it had to do with work and your job and your career for some of you, where you had this tremendous workload on your shoulders that you had to do, and you did it. But you come to the conclusion, not going there anymore. I'm going to let go of those burdens. Next part of this job I do, I'm going to, go in there and say, hey, I don't want this much work, or I'm going to find another job, or I'm going to, make out a to-do list. It's going to be easier for me to tick off. Whatever the case is here, the 10 of Wands says those burdens are over. Okay. You just were pushed to the point here, I think, where you felt you had to go at a certain pace. Maybe there was a deadline you had to meet with your job. Maybe there was a contract you had to finish up. Whatever the case is, sometimes the 5 of Wands is that pick your battles wisely card, right? Don't get caught up in other people's opinions or other people pushing you to do something or force your hand at something you're not capable or wanting to do. But I think you've made a decision here now that you're not going to get caught up in that kind of chaos anymore. You want peace and harmony, and you're going to find that. Another 10, great 10, conclusions again, but you've got the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. What a great way to end your reading, Libra. You've got lots of money coming in here, lots of possibilities of having financial stability and security here. The 10 of Pentacles says you've got it all. You're going to see wealth, not only in your personal life and your relationships in your home life and the structure of that foundation being secure, but the finances in your life now are leveling out. I think you're going to find, if you've been concerned about money, that you are not going to have to worry about it. I'm not saying you're becoming rich, okay? It does say wealth on this card, but wealth can be in the form of time, effort, support, love, harmony, families, relationships, and money. Job security. King of Pentacles. Yeah, the Midas touch. Now you're able, as you've taken twice, the Emperor here has come in very hard and heavy here, and a very strong message that you have leadership control here. You have leadership qualities. You're a teacher in your own element, but also it means security, seat of authority. Maybe you are going to be your own boss. Maybe you're owning your own company, buying your own business. But definitely now you have this confidence to know that it's yours and you can go forward. King of Pentacles says, anything you touch, you're going to turn to gold. This is a Midas touch card. It's beautiful. Okay, well, my beautiful, beautiful Libras, this is your reading for this week, and I truly, truly wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week here to look forward to. I have a question before I end this reading. Tell me if you would like to see me shuffle my cards, or if you're quite happy with trusting Spirit and my guides getting them out on the desk for you. Some people say, I don't want to watch you shuffle because it takes up time. Other people say, I'd like to see the cards come out as they come out. So just a question, if you'd leave me a message in the chat box below. Anyway, you know that I send you lots and lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon.